So the Jordan 1 Satin Breds. I like these, especially once I've got them in hand. I think similar to the Raw One Imagines, I always ask that question of, is this better than the original, what we got? So if it's not better, then why not just release the originals? I just don't understand, what they're playing at really. I think, for them, they need to kind of sort of be asking these questions of, when we release a sneaker, especially in an OG color, is it better than the original? If so, we'll release it. And what I mean by that is, union collaborations, especially the first two Jordan 1s that they released, the Storm Blue and the Black Toe, they were on another level in my opinion, and some would argue sort of surpass the original OGs in terms of how they look and how they fit, and they were different enough as well. And it's similar to sort of any sort of off-white sneaker as well. They look completely different to what came out, even though they use these sort of OG color blocking. They do enough of a kind of update or make a differentiation where you kind of go, that's a really cool sneaker, I really want that. But with this one, I'm not sure. Like I said, I'm not sure why. Before it was numbered, and that's probably why it made it special. But having a sort of GR release, I don't think it kind of makes it kind of any better, I suppose, in terms of why they would release it. But obviously it's a women's sneaker, so release it mainly to appeal to women. So obviously if you're asking any kind of women, I'm sure they've probably got a different perspective on it, but I'm coming at it from a sort of sneakerhead angle really. But what I do like about them is the material is different, so that's a slightly different take on what you normally get on a Jordan sneaker. There have been a sort of few renditions in the past with satin on them, but with this one, I think the embroidery, any kind of embroidery, kind of gets me. So I like this, the Air Jordan wings logo. I think that has some nice embroidery on it. That looks really cool, rather than having it printed. And I also like the swoosh. It's got like a detail like the streetwear SB Dunks. You've got kind of this embroidery going on around it, and that's a nice cool touch as well. But I think with this particular one, similar to the Royals, you wouldn't really be sort of wearing them on an everyday basis because they're not made for that. I think if you're going out, I think these sneakers are things that they can sort of throw on, but I won't be wearing them every day just because of the crease factor. But they look more sophisticated than a standard pair of Jordans, so that's got that going for them. But it's kind of like, how many do you need in terms of in your collection? But I would say if you can pick them up on sale for cheap, then they're definitely worth grabbing. So here are the details for the 2023 Jordan 1 High Satin Bred. They come with an OG Bred colour blocking, so this is a classic colour blocking with the red and the black on the toe box and the ankle area, and its colour code is black, varsity red and white. It comes with an EVA cupsole with an airbag, and it has a all satin construction, so the materials mainly satin everywhere. The ankle logo and the swoosh logo is embroidered, and the price is £190. In terms of comfort and sizing, these are like any other Jordan 1, sort of medium to firm sole. So for that reason, I think if you wear them for a long time, they can get a bit fatiguing, and there isn't much support around the arch, so it's a very flat kind of structure, really, much like a lot of the 80s type of sneakers. For this one, I think that the wearing time is around sort of the 3 to 5 hour mark, but I don't think it's going to take you too long to sort of wear them in because of the satin material on the upper. Like with any other Jordan 1s, if you've got like a wide foot, I recommend going up half size, because more or less it's true to size, but just to give you that bit of extra sort of room around the pinky toe area and at the front of the trainer as well, is probably a good thing to go half size up. And in general, like all Jordan 1s, it has a great grip for all weather really, so the satin isn't great for sort of rainy or sort of muddy conditions, so you have to sort of be wary of that, and obviously they can be sort of prone to creasing because of that as well. In terms of the look and style, again, these are a classic and timeless sneaker. If you see them in hand, they've got that kind of sort of satiny sheen to them, which really makes them pop. Good for sort of the autumn, springtime, I think. Again, you'd have to be sort of careful when wearing them, because obviously you don't want to get too much of sort of the rain on them as well, and also any kind of sort of snow, and mud, because I think it would just be a bit difficult to sort of take off really because of the satin. And this is probably, I think you can probably like dress these up for like casual, smart casual wear. Like I said, they've got like a bit of a sheen to them, and that comes from the satin material itself, so they can look a bit sort of shiny. So on that basis, I'd say they're good for sort of wearing for special occasions, and best with sort of black and white laces, but you can also put in red as well. In terms of the pros and cons, so they have a classic color blocking. It's a timeless trainer for that reason. They're well known, Jordan 1 Breds. The embroidered swoosh I really like on there, and also the Wings logo as well being embroidered just adds that kind of sort of elevates the trainer that bit more. In terms of the cons, the satin material isn't great because it's sort of prone to creasing, like I said earlier, and also just the price in general. Just like all Jordan 1s really, I think the price is just too high because it's an 80s sneaker. But in saying that, you can grab these on sale for like a really deep discount. So if you pick them up for cheap, then you get a bargain that you can kind of wear, sort of on special occasions. And in terms of the ratings, I give them a 4 out of 5 in terms of the look and style. It's a cool, it's a clean sneaker, especially again similar to the Jordan 1 Royals reimagined with those ones as well. When you see them in hand, you can kind of appreciate the details a bit more, all the embroidery that's sort of gone in there. Just it just looks really nice, really. In terms of comfort, it's a standard Jordan 1 comfort. You're not going to get anything special, so bear that in mind. And in terms of quality, I'd give that a 4 as well. So it's a nice sneaker. I think again the quality aspect comes in more into the satin material and how long lasting that is, and for all the reasons that I mentioned. And the pricing, again, a 4, just because with all Jordan 1s are just priced too high. So overall, I give it a 4 out of 5. I think it's a nice sneaker. It's not obviously going to be the original OG Breds, but it's a nice sneaker to have to just wear on those kind of odd special sort of occasions that if you're going out and stuff and want to dress a bit smarter.